Hi there, welcome to a sort of IndyCar evening special. I wanted to talk to you tonight a little bit more about the fish and chip shop in Oban, the one that was recently in the news. You remember when the owner refused admission to an old lady because she'd wrapped herself in a saltire and she was freezing to death out in the rain, and he decided to turn her away because she was wearing a flag. So I thought about this and I thought, that poor shopkeeper, I mean, he's lost all that business from that one woman with the flag and all her friends. What we should do is we should go in there without any flags or anything like that, put all the flags in our pockets and go in there, out the goodness of our hearts, maybe 20 or 30 of us, buy 20 or 30 fish suppers with all the trimmings, and then when they're all lined up on the counter and we're about to pay for them, we should take our salt tiles out and just wrap them round ourselves just before we pay for our chips. That would be a great gesture, I think, because that way the man in the fish and chip shop would make some money, and at the same time he would be allowing people to wear flags inside his shop. And I'm pretty certain that he'd be delighted at that, because think of all the business he would get for a start. And people with the flags would be happy because we'd all get to wear the Scottish national flag inside his shop. There wouldn't be much he could do about it by then, because all the fish and chips would have been made and they would have been sitting on the counter and they'd be wanting to take the money. But then all these people put saltire flags around themselves. What's he going to do? I mean, what is he going to do? Is he going to take the money or is he going to throw everybody out? That's what I'd like to know. Maybe we should try that next time we're up in Oban. Maybe get 20 or 30, maybe a whole bus full of 75 people, something like that. All with saltires just stuck in their pockets. Go in and order 75 loads of fish and chips. Wait until they're all lined up on the counter just before we're about to pay for them. All 75 people put on their wrap themselves in their saltires just at that moment and see if the owner is prepared to take your money. I think that would really force the issue somewhat, don't you think? It certainly would be fun. Anyway, I'd like to try it sometime. One other thing I wanted to talk about just before I leave you for this evening, and that is the fact that we're unworthy. We're unworthy of Brexit. Scotland really doesn't deserve the golden future of Brexit that England's going to get when they leave, and become part of the United States. Just think of the wonderful things that the United States will be able to provide England with. A privatised, fully privatised, very modern health service. Vastly new equipment, highly trained doctors and nurses. Okay, it will be vastly expensive and most people won't be able to afford it, but think about how wonderful and new it will be. We don't deserve that. We're unworthy. We're the Scots. Remember, we've been sponging off England for so many decades now. We're subsidy junkies. I mean, we send, 72 billion pounds down to England to help out, but it's not enough, And then they give us back 43 billion for us, because they're so generous. They're so generous. I mean, we send our taxes down to them and they give us some of it back. It's great. And not only that, but they've given us a wee pretendy parliament so that we can pretend that we're ruling ourselves. It's brilliant. But we don't deserve Brexit. We're unworthy. They really, really need to chuck us out of the UK before Brexit because, well, we've been very naughty, haven't we? We've said no to Brexit. Oh dear me, we just don't deserve all the goodies that they're going to get with Brexit. We really don't deserve it. They should just cut us loose. I mean, what have we ever done for Britain? Nothing really. I mean, all these inventions like penicillin and radar and television and the telephone and the rubber tyre and the Macintosh and whiskey and God knows what else. I mean, those are just pathetic, aren't they, really? I mean, they didn't make any money for the British Empire at all. No, not at all. Didn't make a dent in it, really. We contributed nothing. And I mean, all those millions of men that get shot in various wars, I mean, they were just pathetic. I mean, it's nothing, a drop in the bucket. Scotland's done nothing for England. I mean, what have we ever done for them? It's terrible. We should just be cut loose. We don't deserve Brexit. All we deserve, really, is to be left to rot in the EU. That's where we deserve to be. I mean, I'm so sorry, England, for all of the things that we've done to you. We really don't deserve Brexit. So we'll quite understand, if you want to kick Scotland out of the UK, so that you can enjoy Brexit, because we really don't deserve it at all. I mean, we'll happily just skulk back to the EU and, put up with that and just live our lives in our usual menial, pathetic, poor way where we're sponging off the EU this time. And I think that's really all we deserve. So please, when you're thinking about us, I know we've sucked England dry over the years. I mean, all that oil that we had to give you, just to sort of pay back some of what we owe you, we were happy to give you that 70, what was it, about £70 trillion or something like that. That's fine. You have that. You deserve it. Think of all the good things that you've done for us. Happy to give you all of our oil, just in some measure to pay back the massive kindness that you've done us over the years, Because, I mean, every year for about the last, 150 years, you've taken about half of our tax money. But you've been so kind, you've given us maybe half of it back. That's so generous. You really didn't need to do that. You could have taken the whole lot and we would have understood, It would have been fine. I mean, what do we ever do? We just sit there getting drunk, shooting up drugs. We're pathetic. We really are. Our health service is falling to bits. And, basically Scotland's just a bad place. Nobody likes living here. We'd all quite gladly up sticks and move somewhere else if we could. But we can't. We're stuck here and we're all a bit crap, really. So we're very sorry. And we want you just to dump us because that's all we deserve. You go off and have the golden Brexit future that you deserve. And we'll just slum it in the EU. Okay? And I hope that you do really, really well, and in the future you'll maybe look back on us with a bit of affection, and think of us as we're languishing in all this wealth and all this oil in the EU with all of this energy that we don't know what to do, and all that filthy oil. We don't know what to do with that stuff. We'll really be in trouble without you then. So we'll just have to try and dispose of this stuff ourselves somehow or other, get somebody else to take it off our hands, or maybe pay somebody to take it away, because it's just so volatile we can't deal with it. So thanks for everything that you've done, and we're glad that you gave us such a great hand over the years. And, the poll tax that you tried out on us, that was great as well. And those tanks that you sent up to George Square in 1919 to stop the Red Clydesiders getting a 5-day week with proper pay, that was great as well. Thanks for that. We're really chuffed. It's great. The Highland clearances, big thumbs up there. That was terrific. Got rid of all those Highlanders that nobody wanted. Brilliant. Fantastic. Oh, by the way, we'll happily take all the nuclear waste that you want. We'll just stuff it all into Loch Long alongside your submarines. I'll happily keep that for you as well, because, we owe you that much, because we want to keep England tidy and all that. We don't want all that nuclear filth down in England, do we? Oof. Poor English people would never put up with that. But we're used to it. We're okay. We're quite happy being irradiated. That's fine. We can deal with it. We're tough. We're bred tough. And if we do happen to accidentally evolve into a stronger, more vicious species or something like that, and then attack you, then, well, we're sorry in advance, but it's just the radiation, from your radioactive waste and all that we've taken. Anyway, have a great life, England, and we're really sorry to have been such a drain on you for so many years. I'm sure you will have a much better life without us, without all that oil hanging around your neck. I know it was so difficult for you to get rid of it, that you've had to give it to BP. I mean, you actually paid them to take it away. That's how bad this stuff was. My God, thank goodness you happened to come along when you did, because we'd have been swimming in the stuff. We wouldn't have what to do with it all. So thanks very much, and we'll just languish here, okay, because it's all we really deserve. We're very, very sorry. We've been extremely naughty for centuries, and we know how difficult it's made it for you. And I mean, just because Ian Blackford called your future Prime Minister a racist, we hope you don't take too much against us for that. And, we did call him a racist because we think he is a racist. But, if that makes you angry, then please just chuck us out of the UK, because we deserve it for insulting Boris Johnson in such a way. And I think, Ian Blackford would probably just keep insulting Boris Johnson and other people that are racist down there. And I'm afraid we can't do anything about that. So you really just have to blame all of Scotland for that. And make sure that you have a good Brexit, that you kick out all the foreigners and you put up all the walls and keep everybody out, because that's basically how you get rich. That's how you're safe. That's how you make a fortune. By not trading with the rest of the world, you're going to make Britain great again. And Scotland, we will just have to put up with being in the EU as we are at the moment. It's going to be terrible for us. I mean, we're going to have to somehow get rid of that oil. And we've got all that massive amount of electrical energy from the wind and the tide. We won't know what to do with it all. I mean, if you leave us here, I don't know who we're going to sell it to. It'll have to go to the continent, I suppose. Anyway, that's it from Scotland. I hope you can forgive us for sponging off the English taxpayer for so many centuries. You guys must be really fed up. Just think of the money you're going to save when we are gone. You know, that'll be £72 billion worth of Scots taxation. That, oh wait a minute, that's £72 billion worth of Scottish taxation that we get to keep. But anyway, you won't need it, because you'll be so wealthy, because you won't have to pay us about half of that £72 billion that we usually pay you, and you pay us half back. Alright, anyway, so as I said, sorry about everything. Hope you have a nice time in Brexit land, and we'll look forward to, you know, send us a postcard from wherever you end up. We'll see you later. Bye.